Hello. My name is Troy White. I'm a portfolio manager and financial educator with Hoodoo Financial. Today, I want to talk about a few things that are on my mind with the current retirement crisis that we have, uh, the lack of financial literacy, and these things. And the some of the clients I see are fall in this category, and that's folks who they didn't know how to invest, they didn't think about it, they didn't take advantage of those investing opportunities that were available in the past. So they reach a certain age and now it's time to act. Now it's time to do something, but they don't know what to do, how to start, what should you do. Well, no matter what your age is, there's a basic blueprint of certain action items, certain things that you need to be doing, and and it doesn't matter the amount that you're investing. It doesn't matter the age that you're doing it. And we'll talk about the reasons why. So those are the things I'm going to cover right now. All right. So start off. Wealth building is only going to begin when you take action. So the inaction is the key component of all the doom and gloom, and that's because if we don't know what to do, we do nothing. That's just a general um, aspect of humanity. It's over analysis means no action, and the key to building wealth is three main things. It's learn, plan, and invest. So learn means become financially literate. Plan means engage in some financial planning. He who fails to plan plans to fail. And invest. That's about taking action. You have to do the thing. It's enough to plan about it and learn about it, but we got to start doing stuff. And so it's not that we're always just trying to hit home runs and throw the bomb and get a touchdown. It's that we do the methodical things that help us win the game. And the game is your financial freedom. And it will always appear to be very long. It's going to take a long time. But as you start moving towards your goals start moving towards you. And we'll talk about how that. I'll explain to you how that happens when you are following a specific design. And so, the actions that you're going to be involved in takes place in the stock market, real estate, and in yourself. These are the areas that you're investing in. Stock market, or not just stocks and bonds, but the markets, because that includes things like cryptocurrencies and other derivatives and so on. So, you might be sophisticated in terms of that or not. And so there's room for both of those spectrums. And in real estate market, we're going to need to be investing in some form of real estate. And I said, invest in yourself. Entrepreneurship is a must. It is an absolute must, and for many more ways than you were thinking. So don't jump the gun and say, "But I don't want to," or "I don't know," or "I'm thinking about," or I don't know how." I know, but we're going to talk about that because you're going to build multiple streams of income and tax savings activities in all those three categories that I talked about: stock market, real estate, and entrepreneurship. These are going to work together to build new streams of income for you and offer a tax write-offs for you to take advantage of. So this all starts with you paying yourself first. So you got to pay yourself 10% of everything you make. That's just off the top. If you find $10, you got to save one. It's off the top. That's where we got to start at. And, yeah, it might take some heavy lifting, some budgeting to figure out a way to make that happen. But that's our first step goal. And of course, there's other financial planning goals, having a rainy day fund of some sort um, as well. But start off, pay yourself first. And then from this day forward, you are an entrepreneur. We're now in development of your next greatest thing that's going to change the world. And so the tax savings of an entrepreneur and living the life of entrepreneurship versus living the life of a regular go to work person and with no other deductions means you're paying the government more of your money. And so we need to build those 7 streams of income, and the only way we're going to do that is to take into consideration your tax circumstances, because we need to get that money back. We need to put that money to work the legal way that the government says you could put monies to work and get a deduction for doing that. And because we're stimulating the economy, that means more money. So theoretically, we should have more income from doing that. All right. Because we want your tax return to be higher. And when your tax return is higher, remember I said we're going to have a plan. He who fails to plan plans to fail. When that return is higher, we're going to use that tax return money for your business startup, to found your next greatest thing. And the goal is to reach financial freedom by building 7 streams of income. And you're going to see how those streams work from what I've mentioned in the first place. First, we got to learn, we got to plan, and then we got to take action. Learn, plan, and invest. And then in what areas are we investing? In the stock market, in real estate, in yourself, entrepreneurship. And that is going to generate a greater tax savings, because I'm assuming that you are working a job right now. And so you're working a job and you're paying more taxes. We want to get that money back. We want to pay more. The more you keep, the better. You might make a lot more, but if you don't keep a lot of it, then it's all for naught, right? So we're gonna build those 7 streams of income. All right, what are those 7 streams? The first one is earned income. That's your job. That's you earning it. You putting in your labor of your brain power and your physical exertion, doing some form of task for an employer. That employer pays you for that time or the completion of those tasks. They pay you with a W-2 form. On that W-2 form, it has I think it's box 2 and box 4, the federal and state tax being deducted. That's our target. We want that money back. So how can we get that money back? Part of it is what I'm telling you is, all of it is investing in those categories. And here's why. All right. So that's the first stream of income that we all start off with. Not we all, but most of Americans start off with a job. Now, it's not necessarily how you start; it's where you end, and we need to better utilize the funds that you're making off your job. So we talk about what are we going to do with those funds? Well, we're going to pay ourselves first 10% of everything. So 10% of your job, whether you just started working at McDonald's or you working in a big corporation, 10%. With that 10%, we're also going to be investing that into your investment accounts based on whatever your financial planning needs are. All right, but then we need profit income. So our first income stream is job, earned income. Second is profit income. That means we need your entrepreneurship. You need to utilize some money of yours, turn out 15 cents into $1. Or really what I'm saying, you need to find a system that allows you to buy low and sell high, and do that over and over. And there's a lot of things. All we need to really do is start putting our foot in those things. and you've learned how to work it. You learn the systems, and you start benefiting, and you could grow a great business with that, or a side hustle, whatever whatever the case for your personal lifestyle. All right. Then the next thing we need is interest income. So interest income comes from lending primarily. And there's a lot of different ways that you are a lender as you become an investor. And there's crypto lending. There's bonds in general are loans. You're just on the other side of the loan, and you're owning a portion of that loan. And so investing in bonds gives you interest income. Peer-to-peer lending offers interest income. Private lending, helping folks flip houses or something, gets you interest income. And folks are winning with those strategies, not the typical buying a bond like for safety that your great grandfathers used to be doing, and maybe your fathers and mothers. All right, and then we need to get into dividend income. Again, that's the stock market. Stocks pay dividends, and not all stocks pay dividends. So you want to invest in some dividend stocks at some point, because the thing about it is we want to build passive income streams. And so interest income, dividend income, that's putting your money to work. And, some wealthy people live off their dividends. And, it's a great way to hold an asset, and you hold so much of it that you can survive off the dividends. And hey, it happens. So let's build our portfolios to be like that. So dividend income that comes from stock market investing. Rental income. Rental income, I'm almost going to put a big flag on that one and say it's a must. Because remember, especially when it comes to retirement, and all of your investing is to build your assets to be so big that you'll be able to chop it down into little pieces, and it continue to be invested such that it allows you to live off of those assets. And so real estate is the perfect mechanism for that, because you own the building. The building can continue to appreciate. The tenants pay rent. That is a stream of income that you receive. You have bills associated with your receiving of that rent. But if you factor in, for every door you own, you're getting $200-300. That'll eventually turn into 500 and maybe 1,000, depending on the markets you invest in. So, that's helping build your passive income streams, to the level that's going to be able to solve your dollar figure for financial freedom. And then capital gains income is another income stream we need. That's for appreciation on any asset, something that an asset that you bought that is now worth more, and you sell it, you gained. It gained because it appreciated. And that's a long conversation. I'm cautioning folks against buying all these extravagant hunks of junk in the form of cars and jewelry and purses and stuff like that. Things that they accumulate only social value. They don't accumulate dollar value. And so, for a while you may be able to exchange them for, some close dollar amount, but you shouldn't be about exchanging your assets, though, if it's just, personal value. But these are non-appreciable assets is what I'm saying. So we want to, it's an investment if it's an asset that's going to appreciate. And that could be something like cryptocurrencies, your stock market assets, real estate, anything that you bought at one price, it went up to a higher price and you sold it, that's income. So we need to build that capital gains income into our portfolio strategy, our investment strategy. And then there's royalty income. Royalty income is income that comes from previous work that your brain did. That's how I call it. That's in the form of music, books, movies, some idea that you had that is being utilized over and over, and people are paying a fee to you for doing that. So this the easy understanding is music and movies and stuff. But there's a lot of other things like software, video game contributions, a lot of things that you can get a royalty for it, but your fundamental design or your method of something. So it's an idea. So fitting that one in is can be a little more difficult, or it could be actually very easy. It just depends. Starting in your path of entrepreneurship is where you're going to realize, oh, I can teach this, or I need to make some books about this, or whatever it is. So you don't start off with all these streams. You can't just jump into them. You start to build them, and you build them through the slow grow method, paying yourself first, 10%, putting those dollars to use through of some sort of financial plan. That's how you're going to slow grow this whole portfolio of streams of income. And just by investing in the stock market, real estate, and entrepreneurship, you build these streams just by engaging in those three areas. And then lo and behold, look, you got these streams flowing. And it's you keep more of what you make by living a life of entrepreneurship and investing. And it's not about what you make, it's what you keep. And actually is and that's defined in part by where you're keeping it. So you need to write investment accounts and strategies and things like that, tax benefit accounts. So follow this blueprint. No matter what your age or your economics, it's going to help you succeed and retire and have enough for retirement. All those things, it's sometimes you might need to put this blueprint together to varying degrees to solve your financial issues, but it works. And please like and share and subscribe. Thanks for listening. If you need help with anything, I'll put my contact information below. Book a strategy session, and we'll talk about how I can help you. And thanks for listening. Holler.